Hello and welcome to the Funko Illuminati. I'm currently flying solo, but I believe LBD will be showing up in just a few moments. Vince, another mutual friend of ours, should be here soon. And Quickdraw had to reset his computer, so I'm just coming on a little early, but I figured, hey, what the hell? We'll get this party started here. So, hey, I guess everyone must be out for the Memorial Weekend, which I'm hoping you... Oops. And we're getting a little bit of feedback there. Let's kill that down. So we'll get things going and see and wait for some people to start showing up. So how's everyone's Memorial Weekend going? I mean, for me, it's been pretty. Being a Canadian, we had our long weekend last week, so it was pretty slow at work right now. Oh, a little early. You're 2 minutes late. Yes, I know I'm 2 minutes late. Apparently sending messages out to my co-host, letting them know the time. But it's Memorial Weekend, so what can I say? 1 second, please. I just need to wet the whistle a little. So, hello, Tats. Hello, Umpty. Hello, Nadia. By the way, happy birthday, Nadia. I caught the last little bit of your birthday stream. Unfortunately, I got stuck working, but that is the way of things. Hello, Ryan Milk 14. Thank you for coming out. Man, I really like your channel logo there. That's kind of cool, man. So we got some stuff to go through today that I am going to be pulling up on Disc Tracker. I'm actually kind of impressed. I mean, we got some spoils in for stuff that's going to be coming up for San Diego Comic-Con, which between you and me, I am stoked for. It looks pretty decent. I'll be honest with you, there is some stuff on there that I'm kind of on the fence with right now. I mean, and we'll go over in just a few minutes. I'm kind of hoping that this year will be a little easier getting things, considering how things have been in the past. Sorry, guys, I do apologize. I am juggling two things at the same time. So, basically, that's pretty well it. We're going to go... let's take a look here first. I'm going to pull up... I'm hoping that the fact that Captain Jack was actually still... Yes, that is true. I heard that apparently some pops were being... they were taken by some privateers, as the British would call it. Oh, we have one straggler in. And 1 second. I'm going to pull him into the chat in just a moment. I'm sure everybody knows who it is.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
You know, for somebody who doesn't want to get hurt, you really find the ways to be in that process. What's going on, everybody?
Oh, hey, look. You know what's funny, though? For some reason, the wrist that I broke, that I normally get arthritis in the winter, for some reason with the high humidity today, man, it's been hurting. Like, I was sitting in my meeting at work today going, and someone's like, what's with you and your arm? Because I was doing this the whole time. But I'm just waiting for Quickdraw to come back on. I sent Vince a message. He said he was going to come on.
Well, yeah, he told me about it earlier. And I think earlier yesterday. I can't remember.
Yeah, so I don't...
He's still setting up.
Who knows? Who knows? I did send him a message. Said, come on, man. Get your... And hopefully... And then we got Quickdraw back.
So
hey, buddy.
Am I still choppy?
A little, but not as much. But better than nothing.
So,
Just as I'm just responding to a message there, I am done. So we saw. I shouldn't say that. Did everybody see what Disc Chat put? Just Tracker, Disc Popper, whatever he's going to be called this year. Guy has more name changes than Madonna. I'm going to pull this up here. F11.
About the pirates?
Oh, yeah. Here's the question: Who thinks that's true?
What? I haven't
Because
seen it.
okay, so some of the stuff for the Star Wars Celebration got held back because at the Star Wars Celebration booth, some of the Funko reps that were there were saying stuff was taken on the high seas. By the way, hello, agent. So they were
That
saying,
part I remember.
yeah, and I'm going, really? Because generally speaking, when stuff like that happens, they tell their employees, you don't say anything to anybody. Just say it's being delayed.
Well, the problem is that if something like that happened, and it's basically not delayed, it's non-existent because it's not. You're talking about limited pieces. Like,
Yeah, but they said they were going to be eventually available in the Funko shop. So obviously they're
yeah, but
reissuing.
maybe it was just the first wave too. Yeah, think about that. Like
True.
it might be a lesser count now that they've lost supplies. I
It's
don't
possible.
really see a part that's like, hey, what's this? I'm gonna put it in the black market. You get rid of it.
Or a bunch of people are like sitting there hoping it's like guns or fuel or medical supplies or something that they can make, and it's like a bunch of dolls.
Yeah, basically.
Of course, there'll be one guy in that out of that group be like, "Dude, you know what these are? They're Star Wars, man.
Yeah.
They probably want the pirates to know what's on the ship so they can sell them back in the black market." Yeah, maybe. Well, all we need is Boba Fett's starship to save us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull this up here. So keep in mind, guys, a lot of this is speculative. It's nothing official, aside from the ones that obviously we have pictures of already. So here we have the possible list of what's going to be.
Oh, great, another Goku.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I got nothing else to follow that up with.
Don't worry. I found that one of the things that's get made a lot in statue form is also Goku and Vegeta. It doesn't change. Like the figures change, but what I'm saying is from Funko to statues, when it
Mhm,
comes to like in abundance of those two characters, yeah.
mhm.
You think there's a lot of Funkos of those two guys? Yeah, you should see how many different styles of statues there are of them,
Well,
and they keep being produced more. So
we have confirmed Unicron, which I'll be honest with you, I like Unicron. I would love to have a Unicron figure, but not a
what's
10-inch
Unicron?
pop. We got Serpentor. We got some Attack
What's
on Titan.
Unicron?
Pardon?
What's Unicron?
What's Unicron?
Yeah.
Well, if you'd watched the original Transformers animated movie I sent you like 4 months ago, and Mitch even sent you the link on YouTube to watch it for free, you would know who Unicron is.
Yeah, but even if I did watch it, I probably wouldn't remember.
He was the main villain of the movie. Like, literally, he's in there 75% of the movie. He is a living planet.
Okay.
I like watching Captain Marvel going in. I don't know who Captain Marvel was.
Let's see. The one that I'm surprised to see right there is the pop ride of the Penguin.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, they've done the Batmobile 1,000 times, so I don't see any reason why not.
Yeah, but
Um,
I know Andrew's probably been waiting for that thing forever. He's a big fan of
and
that
it looks like
specific thing.
it also looks like they're touching on Ninja Turtles / Power Rangers, because that's Donnie as the Blue Ranger. Oh no, Leonardo is the Blue Ranger. Sorry.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
Another Friends pop.
We
What
got
else?
the Gran Torino, which is the mentor of
All Might.
second mentor, I guess you could say.
We have He-Man. I can't remember which Spider-Woman this one is.
I can't see where is she?
She's the one beside He-Man. It's the one in the white and red.
Okay, I don't know which one that is either because that's not.
I think it's Mayday Parker, if I remember correctly. Then we have Rubik's Cube, because, I mean, everybody's been dying for that. We got
I'm pretty
Jimbo.
sure. I'm pretty sure it's gonna have arms and legs.
One Piece looks like a One Piece Luffy's ship. We have Miss Minutes. She's gonna be she's gonna be a 10-inch pop.
Yeah, I'm not surprised because there was no need pop of hers.
They can't.
She comes as a mini and another pop with another pop.
Hold on a second. I want to see somebody do a custom of her as an actual clock.
That's gonna be a big pop because the Going Merry is the first ship that the One Piece pirates are on.
Okay.
It eventually, I guess it is no longer functional or dies in a way because it's a whole thing. Anyway, point being is that's the first one, so I'm gonna assume they're gonna make a second ship too. That thing's gonna be huge.
Well, I mean, I have no interest in a One Piece. So I mean, good on those who do collect it. I mean,
Well, I got out of the pops because I have a bunch of figures coming in
you heard it here. He's gotten out of pops.
out of the One Piece pops. Because I didn't see the point of keeping them because I already have some of the statues coming in. I'll be honest with you, the Zoro pop was kind of meh. I think the best pop in that line so far is the Luffy fourth gear, which is the one from Chalice, the one who has like silver eyes and has like smoke around them that's clear.
Yeah.
That's probably the best one so far.
Well, looking at all this in its entirety. Hold on a second. Sorry, I apologize. Okay, there we go. The only one I want is the one Demon Slayer pop, and that's it. Possibly Superman, depending on what it looks like. Then you got Aquaman, Starfire, Joey from Friends, Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I don't even see the Demon Slayer. Where is it? On the top.
It's on the top, right beside Buddy from Demon Slayer. Attack on Titan.
And that's a girl. That's not a boy.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I think she's the scientist of the group.
Oh, I was gonna say it's anime. Nothing's guaranteed.
And she's like the crazy psycho scientist of the group.
Wait, an anime with a crazy scientist? Go on, tell me more.
Yeah, she's very. She wants to study the Titans.
Yeah.
Throughout most of the beginning of the show.
Huh. I'm curious how they're gonna make Starfire look.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's not like the damn Titan show. I'm not a fan of that design.
Excuse me, you don't like a hooker Starfire?
The what? It seems so unnecessary.
And Mitch just said the girl in green is Alison Hightower from House of Dragons, the GOT prequel. Yes, and I know what GOT stands for. I'm just doing a plug. Where are you, Mitchy boy? Mitchy boy, come out to play.
You talking about the one that's next to the giant robot?
No, it's the one that's next to Goku.
Ah, yes.
Okay, you do have your glasses on.
Well, the other person's wearing green too, and also, like Mitch says, we're not watching it on the giant screen like you are. Okay.
It looks. I mean, they're all pretty decent. I'm just curious as to how. I mean, when is San Diego this year, anyways?
Who knows? I think only one. Oddly enough, the only person who's looked into the tickets is probably Vince, and he's not here.
I'm going to see Maverick in a few minutes. I could have swore you saw that yesterday.
I'm trying to remember what spider person that is. Seriously, bugging the hell out of me.
It's a Spider Woman of that sort. I know that much. I think it's Mayday Parker.
Still bugging me.
You know who Mayday Parker is, right?
I have an idea.
Well, in an alternate storyline, in the M2 universe, Mary J and Peter have a child.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we know Demon Slayer is Emu. Sorry. One is a bird, one is a fictional demon. Which, I mean, it was bound to happen that we would get a Demon Slayer convention exclusive. I mean, and I'm probably betting it's going to be Hot Topic.
And I'll be honest with you, it's gonna be more for completionists because most people are not gonna care unless you're a completionist for that character.
I am under that. I'm under that camp.
No,
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I mean, overall, the only thing I can tell you is that like every year, the He-Man pop is either going to be at GameStop or it's going to be Toys R Us here. Um,
I'm not surprised that they just tossed in Jujutsu Kaisen.
yeah,
Well, it
and I
says
still like the fact that they're.
unverified.
Sorry, go on.
The dots mean unverified variant.
Yeah. So who knows? It could be He-Man as. I mean, they haven't done his different battle armors yet, so who knows? Maybe we'll get that. Actually, they've never done a glow-in-the-dark He-Man yet. Now that I think of it.
Yeah, I think they did flocked.
Yeah, they did Flocked. They did Chrome. They did Fake Ore. They did Slime Pit, but they've never done a glow in the dark. So who knows? Maybe they'll do that or Scented. Smells like a gym from 1980. Oh. But I mean, overall, they're looks pretty decent. Does anybody know when these are speculatively supposed to release?
Whenever the whole SDCC is supposed to be, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. um. This was a cool. Yeah. Yeah, I could see you wanting Gran Torino, Mitch.
That does not surprise me.
That is a cool custom.
I don't think it surprises anybody in the chat either.
What, that Mitch wants a My Hero Academia pop?
Yeah.
And how many people are you going to go and get you that, buddy?
How many people are you gonna run over?
No, he can't run over anybody. His car doesn't have four-wheel drive. He'll be fine.
You know what? I was talking about that with
Hey, Dom, how's it going, buddy?
like that. I was like, because a lot of people that I was talking to during the Japanese stuff, they don't live in climates that require it, but they still have it.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, there's somebody who doesn't have it, and it felt weird.
I see they went with the most safest Bayonetta they could go for.
Yeah. I was gonna send you that. I think I forgot because we were talking about it.
Well, it's good to see you're alive, my friend. But yeah, that Bayonetta, because when you mentioned it and I looked at it last night, I was like, wow, they went with the safest Bayonetta they could have gone with, because like every other Bayonetta costume change that she has,
It's very revealing.
yeah. Excuse me, my car certainly does, sir. I just don't have a parking lot or a driver's license to drive it, and it's called city transit. But yeah, it looks decent. A little late on the uptake though. I think it should have come out sooner than later.
What?
Bayonetta.
Yeah, I think her luster has diminished over the years. The only thing that keeps it alive is freaking Smash.
Yeah.
Smash Brothers. She's a pretty popular character.
Decent pop. I mean, it's your standard Star Wars pop, really.
Yeah, it's basically based off what it's the character from Rogue One, isn't it?
Yeah.
Inspired it. I'm sure. Here's the thing. I'll be honest with you. Rogue One is probably one of the top films to me of Star Wars out of that whole series of films. I wouldn't call it number one, but it's a really good film.
I liked it. I mean, it wasn't, all things considered, it wasn't the worst. I mean, it wasn't Solo.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched Solo a year after it came out, and it was bad.
But here's the thing. I enjoyed Solo. I can honestly say I enjoyed it, but I wouldn't call it a top film ever. Ever. I enjoyed it. I just wouldn't call it a top film out of that.
What about
out of all the movies? No.
What about you, Quickie? Which one would you say is the better one, Rogue One or Solo?
Rogue One.
Mm.
I'm a big fan of K2SO. He's
I
more.
love
Huh?
I love the fact when he backhands Alan Tuck's character, and it's like, I would imagine if something with a hand the size of a frying pan backhanded you, even across the back of the head, you're not going to be standing. You're going to kind of like, be in a corner drooling for a couple hours.
Yeah. Yeah, and they've done that before, like where a droid has hit somebody and they just collapse.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're being hit by a machine. It's not like the padding of a human hand. Uh, out of all these Star Wars, did anybody go for anything? Because I can tell you this much, I did not. Hey,
Mm,
Jeremy.
I completely passed on everything. The only thing I kept an eye on was to see if they were going to do anything about Grogu, and just because to help somebody out.
Yeah.
I only got one Boba Fett soda. That was it.
Oh, I just remembered something. I got Boba Fett. I got my diecast. Why don't I check to see here if I got the
Chase.
chase? Hey, LBD, can you keep things going for a minute?
Yeah, sure, man.
All right, thanks.
I'm still not convinced that all 25,000 of those Boba Fett sodas were sold out that quick.
Who knows, man? That
And
whole
and then,
thing's
but
nuts.
but freaking the Luke was only like 19, and that stayed up there forever. I don't even know if it's still up there though. But last time I checked, it was up there, and half of them were stolen by pirates supposedly.
Yeah, that's the curious part about that whole thing. If they were stolen by pirates, why wouldn't you take it down from the site?
Yeah,
Also, apparently, I know Nezuko with Tiny Box it restocked. I don't know how long it stood up or if it's still up there, but I know I sent it to a buddy of mine because I know his wife was looking for that. It's a hard route to find. I didn't think it was that hard to get. Um, Honestly, anything for this Star Wars celebration was pretty crap, in my opinion. Um, I kind of, they kind of like cheaped out on everything.
yeah, test. I got shipment confirmation.
Huh. Nice. At least you got that. Actually, talking about shipping confirmation, I did. For those who don't know, I started getting some stuff from Japan. I received my first box a few weeks ago, and then this this past weekend, well, Friday, I decided to ship out of my second box, and I used a different carrier from Japan, and it got here super fast. Like I think if it wasn't for the holiday, it would have been here probably today. It says it's gonna be here Thursday now, which that's quick because it's not your regular postal service from Japan. It's like another party, kind of like a version of UPS or FedEx or something like that, but in Japan. And it's funny because once it gets here, it doesn't transfer to USPS. It transfers to UPS. So I kind of like it better because honestly, the lady, the lady, my mail person, she whines and complains about everything. And last time I got a package through USPS, which is when you send it to the regular mail in Japan, it comes to USPS. She had to bring like a helper to bring it because the box was so huge and heavy.
Mm.
She had somebody help
Because
her
they had
bring
some
it.
statues in it.
Huh?
Because they had a bunch of statues in it.
Yeah, some statues. Not all of it's mine. I split the box with a buddy, so the shipping wouldn't hurt as much. But yeah, there's a lot of statues in there coming. Speaking of which, some of them is One Piece too, and the rest, some of it is Detective Conan, which is another older anime.
Oh, that's
Looks
not
like
cool.
Sean's is trying to open the box. I'm gonna say.
Well, I'm going to in a second. I just was waiting for you to take a breath.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to give you a chance to open it.
So it's got a ding in the box already. I just noticed.
Yeah, with those, it really doesn't matter.
I think it's. I think the box itself is covered in foam. So
It is like
Yeah.
there's a foam, like that thing literally comes covered in foam. Like the whole inside is foam, and then in the middle is your pop, and even that's in foam.
Yeah. Oh wow.
So I I could pump that. I could try to pump that thing across my front yard, and I think it'll be fine. And then with the chase, you can tell once you look at the base.
No, I can't see anything. It's literally blocking my view.
Oh, you still gotta open up the box itself.
You still gotta open another box.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Your stuff was gonna be fine. There's no way you. If that thing comes broken, it must have come broken from the damn factory. Seriously, because there's no freaking way. That thing is too padded.
Okay.
And be careful lifting the lid up off of the
Yeah, it might.
because the
It could,
Boba Fett's not attached to the base.
it could
Oh,
fall
wow.
forward. You're not gonna be able to see it. It
Damn
has.
it! Another.
You gotta wait.
That's what I said.
Right.
It's completely covered, and when you take it off, the case is covered too. You're not gonna see anything.
Damn it!
You gotta take the whole.
And you're not listening. It's completely covered.
Sorry, LBD. Were you saying something?
The ignorance.
Let's try this again.
You should
Okay.
be able to tell straight from the base if it's a chase, though.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's the comment.
There you
Sorry, guys, to ruin it for you, but I could not. Oh, come on. So, nothing that a fresh coat of paint won't fix.
You mean a fresh coat of paint thinner?
Well, yeah, that too. It's not bad,
Yeah.
though. It's a.
The thing is, to replicate the base would be annoying because the base has like this glitter to it, and it's not like it's embedded. It's not on the top of it. Like you can't scratch it off. It's embedded in the plastic. And
Yeah, but you can get clear glitter, spray it on there, and people can still scan.
like I was saying, it's embedded. It's embedded in the plastic. You can't.
Yeah, but you can't tell that by pictures.
I don't know. I don't know. I think I'll give it.
Who says you even have to take a legitimate picture, really?
Yeah.
It's a good pick. I mean, I like the pop. I'm glad I got it. I have an idea where this is going to go. It won't be anywhere in this room. It'll probably be in the bedroom. I don't want to put it on a shelf. I'd rather have it on a table.
Did you grab any of the other ones?
What do you mean?
Do you have any of the other die casts or just that one?
Just that one. Well, I have the Batman one. Oh wow! I forgot how much that foam smells.
You should. I would honestly, I would keep that. That
I'm
phone.
going to. I'm just putting it somewhere where it's not going to
I used it to send off a grail.
well, that's a shiter. It's to be expected.
Well, at least you only bought one.
I know people that bought like 4 or 5 of them.
Oh, I know somebody who bought 4 and didn't get squat. I bought 2 and I pulled the chase. I was like, oh, and he calls me. He was like, oh, did you sell it already? I was like, yeah. I kept asking you if you wanted it.
Don't you love people like that, man? It's like they string you on and on and on forever, and then when you finally give up on them, they come back and say, "So, do you still have it?" Dude, I got rid of it when you stopped.
Same thing happened to me with the There was 2 people, and oddly enough, they are sellers. They're also like resellers, but they do collect, right?
Mm-hmm.
They do whatnot, and others. I think they have like a store, and they were contacting me constantly about this one pop. And then I was like, they just kept saying, "Oh no, maybe I'll get in later or whatever," right? And just kept putting it off. And I was giving them a good price. It was $20 on the PPG, including shipping. Couldn't do better than that because that pop is expensive, and it just went up to almost $300.
So you're never gonna believe this.
I wasn't done, but thank you.
Vince just messaged me. He will. The one day that he has off that he could have been on, he can't because one of his neighbors had balloons at the power lines, and now he has no power at his place.
Oh wow. I'm gonna guess it's the neighbors who he just found out what they do for a living. Remember?
I don't know. He hasn't told me, and he's like.
I'm just saying. We know what neighbors those are. He didn't know what they did for years until one day he walked in and found them doing their job.
Oh, they're landscapers.
Yeah.
Okay. Plowing with hose.
But But yeah, no, I ended up selling that thing to somebody's wife. Contacted me that they because they saw their husband contacted me about the pop
Mm-hmm.
in one of the statue groups that I'm in, and just she wanted to buy it for him for his birthday, and I was like, okay, that's cool. Look, this is the price. I talked to her, this 'cause she didn't know anything about it. I was like, okay, look, this is where you can look up the value if you want. It's about 230, 240 right now. I'm selling it for 208. That's shipping included. If you want it, it's available. She took about 15 minutes. A non-collector took 15 minutes to decide. Yes, I want it for that great price. And the person who really actually collects the line and took like I think they kept they contacted me within the span of maybe a month and a half about at least 3 times about it, and each time they passed on it. And then when they came back asking about it again, I was like, no, it's gone.
I really wish I had the nerve to be more direct with people when people pull stuff like that and just say, you know what?
No, no,
Please.
and the best part was the reason they contacted me was because it had gone up that same week I sold it. Like right after I sold it, it went up to like close to $300.
Damn.
I was like, I they were like nickel and diming me. They were literally one of those things. Like I had it at 210. I even went down to 208, which is what the lady got it for. They
Yeah.
wanted me to go down to 200. I was like, no, I already went down enough. I'm good.
Well, I know. What do you call it? This week is going to be crazy. I got 2 more days of work. Hey, Laura, how you doing?
Hey, Laura.
I'm sorry to hear you haven't had a good day.
That's,
Um, but what was it?
hopefully tomorrow's better.
What was I going to say? So I'm going to try to film 2 videos on Thursday. Then Friday, I'm around after lunch. I'm heading out of here to Niagara Falls with my mom. Gonna tool around there, grabbed a hotel room for the night, and then we're heading to the Niagara Falls Comic Con. And I'm gonna meet a few people there. I'm thinking I saw that Tristan Top Pop is gonna be selling mystery bags, so I'm thinking of grabbing a few and then opening them up on the live stream and seeing what I get.
Mystery bags?
Yeah, well, it's basically a mystery pop in a bag.
Okay.
It's cheaper than a box.
So he's taking his shipping queues from Walmart?
No,
Not-
I would say no. He's not shipping them. Hey, Funko Frenzy, they're there at the con only.
okay,
I mean,
okay.
yeah, they're only for the con. He's not shipping them out. No, a lot of pop. There's actually a company that's at the Fan Expo every year, and all they sell is mystery boxes. Everything is mystery boxes, but they're all themed. Like they had a Fallout one, they had a Super Mario, a Sonic, and a friend of mine's like, "You should buy them." I was like, "Yeah, yeah," and I watched somebody open them up, and it's like socks, a scarf, a bunch of pencils, some balloons, and a frisbee. And I was going, yeah, because it's like August, and the last thing I want is a scarf. You know, I want to keep that heat. I want to keep that sweat that's building on my neck and flowing down my back. I want to keep it all there. I want my neck to smell like my feet at the end of the day. No. And the Fallout one was just as bad. Or I would have picked it up, but not at $30. How you doing, Funko Frenzy?
That name sounds familiar.
Funko Frenzy? Oh yeah, he's been around. He's got a channel, Instagram.
I know,
So
but it's been a while since I heard of that.
I do know that not this week, like this week's show, like next Monday's show, but the following Monday, I'm going to do a giveaway for a Slither and Jeffrey. It'll be for anybody on the live stream. Keep in mind, these are damaged, so that's why they're being given away, because I can't return them. If you're wondering how they got damaged, it's purely LBD's fault.
Only my fault because I wasn't the one who shipped them, I guess.
Well, I have a feeling you probably called Pura later and were like, yeah, could you just like kick the box? Yeah, so speaking of shipping, Vince, I finally got his box last Friday. No, not Friday. It was what day was it?
It was the same day you got my box, wasn't it?
Yes, it was Thursday. Everything came in Thursday.
It's
Now
funny
here's
because I send my. When did I send my box out?
like less than a week. Less than a week. Well,
Wednesday.
here's the funny part. So I had to run down to the post office at the mall. So I got up first thing in the morning, ran down there, picked up 4 boxes, came back home. Then I sat down for an hour, got up again, went back down the street to another post to UPS, picked up LBD's package because it had been delivered. And I'm like, okay, and I sit outside and I'm waiting for the postman to come. So I figured, screw this. I'm gonna order something from DoorDash, like a $15 lunch. So I order lunch, and I'm waiting on the bench outside my building, and I'm waiting, and my food finally arrives. I give it another 10 minutes, waiting out front because it's usually that's when the post person comes. Nothing. I get upstairs. I get a plate. I put all my food on the plate. I sit down here in front of the computer. I'm about to go and watch a TV show that I've been trying to finish watching. No word of a lie, I took one bite out of that burger. Hadn't even chewed it. And my door buzzer goes off.
It was meant to be.
Yeah, I was like, are you friggin' kidding me?
By the way, that epoxy thing, I ended up throwing the toothpick in it and just letting it get in there. I was, bored with it already.
Yeah.
If it settles.
Yeah.
So after like 24 hours.
It's good. Once it settles, it's good stuff. I've used it for different things.
Yeah, it's not good for specific task, I guess.
Yeah,
at least I tried it.
true.
I gave it a shot.
Well, if you had one shot, would you?
Well, only on the advice of a friend.
It's not my fault you couldn't follow the instructions.
I followed the instructions to the T.
I didn't tell you to huff it.
Huh?
I didn't tell you to huff it.
Oh fuck, man! I had to leave the door open after that stuff. Seriously,
Well,
I usually have my door closed at night. I can still smell that stuff like in the middle of the night. I was like, I had to leave the door open. I even opened the window for a while.
That's why when I work with epoxy, I depending on what I'm working on, I'll actually do it outside in the back alley.
Yeah.
What was it was something else I wanted to show. So I'm curious.
The Loki pop.
No. Just scrolling. Here it is.
Frog.
Oh, Frog Loki. Again, if it wasn't such a large pop.
That's pretty cool. That's like a cool out-of-box pop.
Yeah, it's a desk warmer. I'm curious what these selects are going to be.
You do realize you're big, right?
Yes, I know. That was my intention. It's all about me. Hold on. Let's try this again.
All you had to do was switch the style. You didn't have to go back, check it off.
Oh, there we go. So I'm curious what these pop selects are going to be. I mean, obviously we know by the silhouettes of what they are, but I mean, how are they going to be done up? Because I mean,
we already seen one of those.
We've seen a few of these already. Savage. This was taken from Zombie She-Hulk. This silhouette. That's Frog Loki. That's from Haunted Mansion.
Thor.
Pardon?
That's Thor.
Oh, sorry, Frog Thor.
Throg. Was it Throg?
Frog.
Frog.
This is from Haunted Mansion. That's from Moon Knight, obviously. That's way too blurry for me to tell.
Looks like
Sorg, almost.
It looks like he's like an Escanor or somebody from that guy from what the hell's it called? Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh. Well, it's all Disney, so it wouldn't be that. And then we got
right. Yeah, that's
Captain.
Right.
We got Captain Falcon.
And I don't know who that could be. Maybe it's Kenobi.
No, it's could be. I don't know.
No, it says Marvel Studios. Marvel Studios.
Yeah, so I'm guessing it looks like one of the three Warriors 3, but who knows?
Oh yeah. It could be one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite thing in the Thor universe aside from Thor, and yep, second movie. But I'm curious as to what these are going to be and if these things will show up here in Toys R Us, because I noticed some of the Target exclusives have been doing that. The other thing too is I want to get that friggin' Tanjiro Target shirt pack. Has that even gone up on Target at all, or are people just finding it in the stores?
Honestly, I haven't even bothered to check.
Oh, well, you should go check.
I'll be honest, I have enough shirts.
It's not for you; it's for me.
No, I know. I'm saying, but that's why I haven't really checked.
Hey, do you want to try the green tea?
I already tried it.
Wow, you really couldn't wait, could you?
No, I do have another pack, but I'm just gonna say this.
Yeah.
You would have to try it for yourself. I can't explain the flavor.
Okay, I'm gonna go and get the green tea. I'm gonna
Explain what it is when you come back.
Yeah. Well, you can explain it while I'm gone. I mean,
That's true. Yeah, go ahead. So basically, what it is buddy of Mr. Illuminati over there asked for some chocolates from Japan since I'm receiving boxes from over there. So I decided to grab some for myself. And the person who does my shopping over there, at least one of them, recommended a specific flavor, and he gifted those to me. I didn't buy those. He gifted me 3 packs of green tea, I think it was, and I just didn't like the flavor. He said they're a specialty flavor that they don't come out all the time, so he decided to give them to me so I can try them out. He said it's something that you have to get used to, I guess, but not for me. The white chocolate was good. The strawberry was good, which is the regular chocolate. The American milk chocolate ones are really good. I would say that the sweetest out of those 3 was the strawberry, and I couldn't eat more than 1 bag of the strawberries, just because, like, at least in a row, because it would be too sweet.
well, I'm gonna give this a try.
Yeah, let's show it first.
I'm going to.
So that is the green tea version of the chocolates.
So let's take a look.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that does not look appetizing.
Looks like a mini pickle.
Yeah, it does.
Pickle Rick.
That did not. That the aesthetic did not help. I'll tell you that much.
And my camera just went blurry now.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Can't see without my glasses.
No.
Okay, so let's try this.
I've never seen somebody try it on the other side. I couldn't see my own face when I tried it.
It's not bad. Wait. Nope. I don't know why, but because now that it's warming up, because these were in the freezer,
Mm-hmm.
the smell of it starting to hit my nose, and it smells like cat food, like dry cat food.
No, that never occurred to me.
Oh wow! I really wish I hadn't finished my drink so soon.
So that's a strike on that for Mr. Illuminati as well.
Oh wow!
You should have your mother try those. That's what I did. I was like, hey Ma, you like green tea? Here.
Oh god! I'm gonna put these back in the freezer so they don't spoil. And oh god! Seriously, oh man! I can just smell it through my nose now. It literally smells like dried cat food.
What was it? Was it chocolate?
Yeah, green tea flavored. It's a specialty.
I had green tea flavored Kit Kats, and they weren't that bad.
The there is also a banana flavor, but they didn't have them. Like I said, green tea, banana, those are specialty flavors that only come out once in a while. It's by everyone, so it's hard to find them. He wanted me to try them, and I figured I was like, oh, if I'm gonna try them, I might as well send some to Sean because he's the one who ordered them originally, and I ended up grabbing some for myself as well. Said, okay, since you're eating cat food, I'll send some food over to you. Oh, look, speaking of Sean's mom, hey, Mama Illuminati, how you doing?
Oh, it's nasty. I do not want to ever do that again.
Oh, she's back to bingo. I guess she
Yeah.
heard me talking about her, and she wanted to comment real quick.
Oh, well, not going to be doing that again anytime soon. Oh, wow.
Well, like I said, let your mother try them at least, so she can give you her opinion.
Oh, wow. Bottoms up.
Yeah, I might go get a quick snack in a little while here, and also gotta put the kids to bed.
Well, remember, when you hold the pillow on her, just snugly. You got to keep it even on both ends. Oh, man. So we are in the middle of our first heat wave, and I can say I am not a fan of it.
Oh, tomorrow it's supposed to be like 96 degrees.
I'm legitimately thinking I might take my laptop and work in my room and just do my entire job sitting on my bed with the AC in the bedroom.
You might have to, man. If the heat level gets too bad, you might need to.
Well, the other option too is if it wasn't for the fact that I have to be at work at 7 and I don't feel like getting up like at 5:30 so I can be out the door about like 6:15 to walk into work. Oh, sorry. Actually, I can leave here at 6:30, but still, I don't want to walk to work and then have to walk back home. Just so I have access to AC. But I think I will be tossing my water bottle in the freezer, that's for sure. But that's what you get when you live where you live, I guess. So the other thing too is I noticed that the Nickelodeon NFTs are going to be redeemable as of Wednesday.
Well, you have one already, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
What's up,
Hey,
Daddy Zone?
hey, Dead Zone, what's up, buddy? How you doing? How does everything go in the lovely state of Phoenix?
Oh, are you recuperating?
Sorry, Arizona. Yeah, there's another place. Although it's a dry heat.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember if he's okay now. I remember he wasn't feeling well.
Kellogg. Oh, does Kellogg drop tomorrow? Oh yeah, that's right. So who's gonna go for the Kellogg's tomorrow?
You could tell how excited people are of that one because people don't even realize it's happening.
I don't know. I know Quickdraw was saying before that he wanted to go for the Kellogg one. It was his main love.
Mm,
You're right, Laura. A dry heat is still a heat. I am not disagreeing with you. I'm just happy that I have an AC in my bedroom. It makes it very comfortable to sleep.
it's a lot different between dry heat and muggy heat.
This is true. Well, it's like the other day I was talking to LBD, and he I checked the weather, and it was like, what's the humidity, right? Because I'm thinking it can't be as hot as it feels. It's like humidity was at 76%. It's like, no wonder I'm like sticking to everything in it. I was like a gecko.
And the more you sweat, the hotter you get.
Yeah, it's like I could have been a gecko sticking on the walls. It was that. Your AC went yesterday? Damn.
Ooh. That's not good.
Well, if I could point out, Dead Zone, you actually are in a really good position because you have a son, so you can just have him sit there with the fan.
It's supposed to be 76% humidity tomorrow.
Yeah, it was 76 yesterday, dude.
And it's supposed to be but the temperature's supposed to be like 96.
Yeah, you know what? It could be 1,000 degrees. When the humidity is past 70, it's irrelevant. You're breathing water at that point.
During the day, it's supposed to be like 58, I think. Which I guess isn't so bad.
You know what the part that blows my mind is there's a guy that I see usually around just after work, and I guess he goes for a run, and he runs all year round. Doesn't matter, rain, sleet, snow. But in weather when it's like,
You should introduce them to your postal service, because that's kind of the motto here for them. Because I guess not so much in Canada.
oh, I already told you the problem I had with my postal guy. So
Just what I'm saying, as much crap as I get from mine.
just to point out, guys, what I'm talking about is last week everything got delivered. Everything that was supposed to be coming in got delivered. I just didn't have. I picked up an extra shift, so I didn't get a chance to make a video. That's why no videos were put out this weekend. But I digress. So my postal person went on vacation. The guy that they had doing it, I did a last minute sale last Thursday because the rig I'm using right now, the bearings on the power supply are starting to go. So once all this money comes in, and thanks to Bearded Poppy raised a little funds as well, I'm going to be replacing this power supply, which most likely I'll have all that money in by Friday. I'll put the order in for the power supply, and it should be here by... Well, if I go through Amazon, it should be here by Saturday, and I could probably do it Sunday night. But anyways, point I'm getting at is I made a bunch of sales. I did an arrangement for a pickup. I saw the post guy, and I said to him, hey, so I've had like my last 4 packages go to the post office. Why aren't you pushing the buzzer? He's like, what buzzer? I said, that one right there. He goes, oh, that works? I said, yeah. I said, did you try pushing the buttons? No, because I didn't think it worked. It's like, so you made an assumption based on no facts and walked right by it to go to my post box. And he's like, and then if I push it, then what? Am I supposed to come out to your apartment? No, I push that button, the door opens, you put the package on the other side of the door and close it.
Voila.
Yeah. It's a steel door. Nobody's going to get in. And it's only going to sit there for maybe a hot 10 seconds. As much time as it takes me to put on what I call my beater shoes when I'm running out to the front.
I got 3 packages that gotta go out tomorrow. I already set up the pickup for tomorrow because people bought stuff during the weekend. I was like, okay, so you bought something on Saturday, and I hope you're not expecting it anytime soon. Because one was Macari, one was Whatnot that out of nowhere somebody bought one of the Rangers that I had up there.
Yeah.
And then the other thing was a buddy from the statue community bought one of my Funko chasers that I had.
That reminds me, I need to put my Whatnot on vacation. I'll do that Wednesday. Because the last thing I need is something to sell while I'm out of town.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be fun. Yeah.
That sucks.
Actually, I could show you guys something really funny. So, those chocolates that LBD mentioned, the friend that also we bought some for, I had to meet him after work yesterday for these chocolates. So, what we did, I had to meet him downtown. So I thought, you know what? I managed to get them all into a sorter box. And then as an added side bonus, I went and printed a quick little label. Just so that way nobody would think anything, suspicious of, one guy handing another guy a little brown box with no markings on it. I think this protected me.
I like that you used the specific font too.
Yeah. Hey, Johnny, how's it going, buddy? Yeah.
Look at Dead Zone's AC went out yesterday, which I'm gonna assume was not fun.
What do you mean? I told you, he's got a kid. You just give the kid a giant piece of paper and say, okay, start moving your arms. Actually, Johnny, I'll be seeing you in the better half, I guess would be the appropriate wording. I'll be seeing you guys, what do you call it? Saturday. I should probably give you my phone number. In fact, you know what? I'll just say my number out here. The number is 911. Feel free to just push that. So, oh, damn, man. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. What event are you going to in Toronto?
Probably some of his significant others, family members event.
Well, no, I heard there's always something going on in Toronto on the weekends. Yeah, call that number and ask for the Illuminati. Sure. Yeah, go for it. Remember, the quieter and raspier the voice, the better. Oh yeah, I heard about the card expo. I heard that was
It
happening.
was close. It had to do something with family.
Like sports cards and stuff.
Yeah, I heard somebody talking about it the other day.
They just had a Mizzou tournament in Texas this past weekend. First place got $101,000.
Jesus Christ.
I know. I'm learning to play this game now.
So here's a question: were the same guys, were the people that had the last event that they had, where the guys apparently from Meta were like really you know,
Dead.
yeah, were they running the event?
I haven't
Probably.
heard. I haven't heard anything about it recently, but I'm curious too because I remember there was a lot. Like I said, there was a lot of complaints about that.
Yeah, apparently they were like they had the same attitude as Clint Eastwood from Gran Torino. Get off my lawn.
That's a good example. Yeah.
Well, I know that's my plan to go down there to Niagara Falls. It should be fun. I haven't been to the falls in a while. We're not staying anywhere near like where the falls is though, which is nice. So it'll be away from tourists. Oh, and the great thing about hotels, primo air conditioning. Remember when I stayed at the Intercontinental? There was no way, and my room was either freezing or it was hot. There was no way to actually find equilibrium. I remember waking up in the middle of the night and like getting as far under the covers as I could.
I like it really cold. They still use covers though.
Oh, same here. I like it when it's cold too, but the only thing I didn't like about the Intercontinental was the bed sheets were all pristine white. It's like, oh, it is what you get. It is what it is. But it should be fun. Like I said, nonetheless. I mean, travel down there, have some fun, buy some stuff, come back. I'll probably be back in time for your. Well, I might be back in time for your live stream next Saturday.
Remember what I told you about when you're over there? If you get a chance to go on the last day,
Yeah.
check out some of the anime areas and stuff. I'm looking for one specific thing, and maybe a few others just randomly. Maybe sprinkle in there.
I don't think I can get you a LeBlue Girl resin statue.
What?
LeBlue Girl. I'm not showing people what LeBlue Girl is for anime, but anyone that's on Google, go for it. Please be over the age of 18 when doing it.
There's this one statue that I'm like one character I'm tired of seeing. Well, two, Rem and Miku. It's like, okay, here's the thing. There are two people I shop with when it comes to the whole Japan thing, right?
Uh-huh.
And one of them, understandably, has a bigger female fan base. And she's on YouTube, and because she's a woman, and obviously, she has a lot of the collectors are more comfortable talking to her from the female side of things. So she goes to a lot of these events, which I don't mind. I don't mind tagging along for some of the stuff. But when we go into like the anime sections, man, some of these people, man, they'll look at Miko and the Rem. We make jokes that there's a bunch of Gokus and Vegetas and stuff like that or whatever. But God, the Miko and Rem is ridiculous. Like
nobody here knows what you're talking about.
Yeah, but it's weird, man. All they change is the clothes, or they add like an ear. It's weird. I'm like,
Okay, but again, nobody knows what you're talking about. If you had a picture, you would understand what you're talking about.
Well, look up Miko and Rem. They're not offensive at all.
I'm almost afraid right now. Where are
I
they
said they're
from?
not. I told you they're not offensive.
Where are they from?
I have no freaking idea.
Right.
Miku Rem anime. It's literally chicks with blue and pink hair. I think is what they are.
Oh, I think you're talking about from Slayers.
Maybe.
Hold on.
Miku is a pretty unique name though. Rem might be a little bit harder.
Oh, they're idols.
Okay, there you go.
They're idol girls. They're from Vocaloid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah. Okay, whatever. I don't know. You see, my problem with anime. Uh, dude, I can tell you this much when it comes to Tristan being on anybody's channel. You usually have to like go through his email. I can tell you that right off the bat. I don't know the guy well enough to speak on his behalf. I just know that if you want him to be somewhere, you have to email him or reach out to him, maybe through Instagram. But doing it in person is probably not the best way to go about it. Hello, Funko PDX.
Especially considering that I don't think I'm sure at the level he's at, I don't think he handles his own appearances. I think he has somebody
Well,
to take care of that for him.
like I said, I don't try to speak for. I wouldn't speak for somebody I don't know that well. But I was going to point out though, my only thing with the anime statue scene is that there is an overabundance of Dragon Ball.
You say that, but you know what's crazy? No matter what you do, that's the main thing that sells everywhere, no matter
Well,
where.
I'm not saying it doesn't.
No, that's what I'm saying. I find it funny that people have that complaint,
Mm-hmm.
but when you go shopping to all these places, the main thing you see people selling,
Yeah.
that's always going to be something that sells. It never stops, and you're getting into the point. It got to the point where they have even gone into the fan-made animes and made those figures now as well.
Huh.
Yeah, and they're official figures, just they're Japan exclusive only because obviously they're not. It's harder to get those licenses to get done over here.
I don't know. I just know, like, for instance, obviously I'm not a huge anime fan. My tastes are very, very selective. However, I just find that it's the one particular anime where they beat their chest as if it's the pinnacle perfection.
It's not perfect. My thing is I get what you're saying. There's a lot of people like that. The problem I have with it is that there's people who don't give it the credit it's deserved. It's one of those animes that introduced everyone to anime, and honestly, it really is. It's one of those things that mainstreamed it, and I think that's the main accolade it should have. I don't think it's the best to ever exist. I definitely enjoy it myself.
I'll be honest with you right off the bat.
Mhm.
No. For me, my introduction into anime was Astro Boy.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
And sorry, let me rephrase it. Let me finish. Let me rephrase that. Astro Boy, Akira, Vampire Hunter D. That got me into anime.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball did not do anything for me.
What I'm saying is what brought anime into mainstream. Akira and all those other animes you're mentioning, none of that brought it into the limelight, and that's what I mean. I'm not saying that they're not amazing or they're not great, but what brought it into the limelight, especially in one of the biggest markets that you have, which is North America.
Well, I'll be honest with you, and seriously, and this is no disrespect to anybody. No, I agree. I agree with you guys saying it's nostalgia. I'll be honest with you. I feel Dragon Ball Z, yes, is nostalgia, but I feel it brought more of a. You see, I got out of watching anime in college because everybody that was in the anime club in college was what I would call like a very, very over the top weeb. Like the kind that you ever sat on a bus and you sit beside somebody and they just seem a little, they're not dangerous, but they're a little off, so you kind of get up and move over to another seat.
That's how I feel about Naruto fans.
Yeah, well, those guys, no. I remember people arranging Facebook events to run like they do in that anime.
Yeah, here's the thing. like I said, it's one of those things that people like to give crap about, but if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have as much mainstream stuff. I don't think we would have as much popularity with Demon Slayer and
Really?
Naruto.
I would have thought the anime that brought everybody in was Sailor Moon.
No, that was more actually Latin America. The ones that hit in Latin America was the original Dragon Ball, which is when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Saint Seiya and Sailor Moon. Those are the three that brought anime to Latin America.
You know,
The one that hit here and they kind of took it worldwide was Dragon Ball, and it was Dragon Ball and Inuyasha and then one other one I can't. But the one that really hit was Dragon Ball because it hit across all borders. It hit a bunch of different in a bunch of different cultures. I think that's what really set it apart.
What was I gonna say? You know what the weird part is? And we'll move off of anime in a second, but just to finish it off, out of Dragon Ball and Sailor Moon, I'm not going to admit, but one of them I know the theme, and you know which one it is. I know the theme better than the other.
Well, Dragon Ball's had way too many, so now you know which one he knows.
No, because there was the Dragon Ball where it was like Dragon Ball,
That's
Dragon.
not the original theme. So.
No. But I'm saying out of all the themes, that's the one. That's the only Dragon Ball because it was like the guy who wrote it. Obviously, it was a Friday night. He wanted to go home to his wife. It's like, I need to write a theme for Dragon Ball. What's the show called?
That was the that's when they started re-airing some of the episodes.
Yeah,
I remember that one. That's not the original one. The original one, bro. If you go to a stadium of like an anime thing, people know it in like 3 different languages. It's insane.
Yeah. Well, it's like another one called
It's like the one from Demon Slayer, the original one.
Yeah.
But like we're talking about, it's had the potency of like from the 80s till now.
Actually, my favorite anime song, and I used to know off by heart, and you probably don't even know this anime. It's called Rama 1.5. And the beginning is like Yapapan ni shone no nivo kanavo sananate Yapa, and because the one day it was playing at Anime North, and I'm sitting there not even. You ever sing a song unconsciously, like your mouth is in control, and I'm sitting there, and my friend is looking at me like I'm speaking like demonic tongue, and he's looking at me going, "How are you singing that?" And I went, "Well, it's Ramen 1.5." He goes, You don't even speak Japanese, but you could do that whole song? Live with 4 other people that are into anime, and there's like one CD that gets played over and over again, and you... I was living in a place with like 4 other people, and they were all anime fanatics, and this is during the ancient time of a thing called VHS. And it has the same picture quality as what Quickdraw has right now, actually.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny, though? That's why when I saw those figures, man, because when I showed them to you, like I said, the yen is very low right now. So like with the prices you saw, I think that was like $20 for one of those things, which is cheap. Because I saw an Akira figure about the size of the big one that I showed you in box. I saw one like that in another store probably last week. $200. It's insane.
It's funny too because I like Akira. My only problem with Akira is the opening song for that. Whatever you do, do not watch it at full volume. Watch the whole movie in full volume.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that. Yeah, what happened to you? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, I have tinnitus in my ears because of damage that was done to my eardrums. I'm not deaf or anything, but certain octaves at a high range causes my eardrum to vibrate, which hurts because of the scar tissue. From what I can gather, from when somebody popped my ears. So, anyways, that song. That theme, literally at its crescendo, is just painful. And I remember Akira used to play in the space. They used to have anime night on Friday nights after midnight. So I'd stay up until midnight to watch this. I got a pair of big JVC, headphones on, plugged in, and I'm listening to this thing full blast, and I've never heard the Akira beginning of it. And all I hear is da-da-da, and it just hits that high range, and I'm like sitting there on the floor going. And of course, because it's 1:00 in the morning, right? The last thing I can do is unplug it, and I can't get to the stereo quick enough to turn it down.
I remember you telling me about that. Yeah.
Yeah, not
But
a good time.
man, I saw a guy yesterday. But what's the? I know you know this character. It's the gag character that another Quickdraw made before Dragon Ball. I forget her name. It's a little girl robot. Um,
What are you talking about?
okay, Akira Toriyama is the creator of Dragon Ball, right? You know who that
Okay.
is.
Yeah. Okay, move on.
He made a gag anime before Dragon Ball with a little. It has a little girl robot that has like a hat on. She's like super powered or whatever. Forget her name.
Talking about Fully Cooley?
Not Fully Cooley. Fully Cooley, I know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I have
It-
no idea what you're talking about.
hold on. I'll find the name. Basically, the point is, I saw some guy yesterday literally spent almost $250 on two of those figures for his wife. Man, I didn't even know there was that much merchandise out there for that thing. But yeah, I saw a lot of it yesterday. It's funny too because she'll make guest appearances in Dragon Ball, in Dragon Ball Z, and then also in Super, like which is all the iterations.
Uh,
Yes, Johnny Funko, I have watched Yashishima. I actually have the figures for all the characters back there, and Shishomaru showed up this weekend, and he's bigger than any of the female characters. So I'm
I,
curious to know if Inuyasha's as big as Shishomaru, because I might not even keep these figures, the Shishomaru and Inuyasha, because I have two bigger figures that are coming of those two characters,
mhm.
and I did not realize these were that big. These are smaller than the ones I have coming from Japan, but they're still great detail. Like it's really well done. I could probably go grab it,
Cool.
but I don't want to open them because if the Inuyasha is the same size, I might end up selling them as a pair and just keeping the girls because the girls they don't have any figures other than those. Other than those, and then obviously Kikyo, there's older figures of her, but yeah.
Cool. Um, Moving. I'm just gonna move off anime a little bit because we kind of gushed over that a little bit. Bring it up into other things. So I noticed Sony talked about the different movies they're going to be coming out with. And apparently, what was it? They said Ghostbusters 2. They're going to do another Venom movie. It was something else. It was called Cinecon. Hold on, I'm going to look it up real quick.
Was Craven a Sony project or a Marvel project? I can't remember.
I think it was Sony. Cinecon. Cinecon release.
What up, Bearded Barbarian?
Hey, Bearded Barbarian, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Here we are. So, Sony fines 1 million in for announcing a camera. The Petapit. Wow. Apparently, when you type in Sony, okay, so I can't find. CinemaCon releases. Here we are. Press release for CinemaCon. Yeah. So. Yeah, they didn't. I can't find it on here now. Figures.
Probably the two versions of Into the Spider Verse.
Yeah.
Because
Oh yeah.
the last film is part 1 and 2.
Oh, they're splitting it up.
Yeah. They each have their own. They each have their own name, their own title, but it says part 1 and then part 2.
How you doing, my dude? Hope you're doing well. Hope everything's treating you well. God, I can't find it now. Up and coming. Here we are. Movies. CinemaCon 2020. So, Black Adam, Shazam: Fury of the Gods, Aquaman: Lost Kingdom.
Well, that's.
Well, apparently that's what they announced. The Flash was another
Oh
one.
yeah.
That's basically DC, but I can't find the Sony release figures when I'm looking for it. And Super Pets.
See, but that's all stuff that was already announced. We're
Yeah.
looking for stuff that they announced for later, for like
Yeah,
future.
I can't find anything. It's weird. I was trying to find Universal and Disney. Oh, I'll find it. I'll find it later. not what I'm looking for. All I know is that they announced Ghostbusters 2, but I mean, apparently they're not going to start filming until 2020.
Sony reveals massive future plans for. They're gonna make a TV series, TV or film series of Horizon Zero Dawn, the video game, and God of War also. You're doing live action God of War and Horizon.
I just did a Funko Illuminati challenge, and I thought you had this up. Ha ha ha! What's up, Joe? Yes, yes. I'm coming up with my own bearded barbarian challenge. I'm going to try to grow a beard and take my battle axe and see where it takes me. Being that I live across from a police station, I have a feeling it will take me exactly 200 meters. Stay tuned for my GoFundMe for my bail. Hello, this is the Funko Illuminati currently right now in lockup. Today we're going to be talking about how to make a shit out of a Funko Pop.
Looks like I'm trying to find because I know Horizon Zero Dawn is one of the projects. Horizon is one of the projects. God of War is another project they're gonna do live action. I believe Netflix has one and Amazon has the other. I don't know which one has which. I'm trying to figure out. There's another project that they announced as well.
Oh, there's Andrew Weebles Wobbles, and he possibly falls down. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Looks like they're trying to reveal Project Spartacus.
Really? Another Spartacus movie?
I don't know if it's going to be a movie. It might be maybe a continuation of the show that came out already.
Oh, okay. I do know the one I want to see right now is Netflix is releasing the Resident Evil series. Well, their version of a TV series, and what was the other thing too?
El Muerto, Madam Web, Silk. Those are some of the projects also.
So that's Morto.
El Muerto is one of the villains. He's a wrestler, luchador. Apparently,
I know who you're talking about.
Bad Bunny's gonna be the actor for that. Apparently,
really?
Yeah, that's what people are losing their shit about it.
I don't see that,
and it's probably the only reason it's gonna make any money. Seriously, that dude is like a Latino icon. It's insane.
Well, no, but is he like I have to look him up.
Look up his last film. Apparently he did well. I haven't seen.
No, but I mean, is he like ripped?
Is he what? Well, I don't know. He's not ripped, but he has been doing WWE stints. He did training with them.
Puerto Rican rapper. Let's take a look. Images. Okay, so he's got a standard, what I call a standard Marvel build. I mean, it's not Chris Hemsworth. I would say it's more of a.
Well, we're talking about Sony, not Disney here. So.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Maybe. Yeah, I'm looking at his build. I mean, he's not. See, when I think of that particular character, I think of.
Well, luchadors aren't always stocky.
Bearded Barbarian. They've been talking about Beetlejuice 2 for the past 6 years. Do you know that the original sequel to Beetlejuice was supposed to be that the Dietzes went to Hawaii on vacation, and Beetlejuice tags along? Yeah, it's a shame we never got that movie. I mean, I feel like we've been cheated. Who wouldn't want to see Beetlejuice literally jump the sandworm? I don't think they're going to be able to do the original cast. What if the actors? Hold on, I can't remember his name now. Hold on, I gotta find it. Beetlejuice movie. Hold on, finding the original actor here. So Jeffrey Jones. I don't think he's acting anymore after he had an unfortunate incident with somebody who was, let's just say, a little younger than should have been. And Glenn Sheddix, I believe he passed away. I mean, the only ones that would be able to do it is Catherine O'Hara, Alec Baldwin for obvious reasons, Gina Davis, she's still kicking around, Winona Ryder, and Michael Keaton. 2025. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm gonna guess that Catherine O'Hara's character, Delia Dietz, is single. Yeah, because for anybody who's wondering, Jeffrey Jones got caught with some questionable pictures. Use your own imagination.
Or don't, seriously.
Let's just say he's registered and not to vote. I remember reading that, going, "Oh wow, all those scenes now with Winona Ryder at 16 just seem a little more creepier."
Yeah.
But should be cool. I mean, I'm personally excited if they're gonna do a second Beetlejuice. I mean, oh my god, I remember watching the first one, and I think I was like 8 or 9 when that came out. And everyone knows the famous scene where he kicks over the tombstone, says "nice," exploit it, delete it, and then proceeds to grab his crotch. Yeah. That was a fun time trying to convince my parents to let me finish watching the movie. But that would mean more Beetlejuice pops.
Yeah.
Well, I've said the name twice already, so I guess that's it for the stream. Did you ever watch the show Community? Okay, so in the show Community, they say the name 3 times, but not in one episode. 3 times throughout the entire season, and on the 3rd time they say it, it's on the Halloween episode, and you see a character dressed as Beetlejuice walking by. It's like the longest possible Easter egg.
Yeah. It seems so.
Well, a sequel only works with that. That's not true. They could still use the one they have from the 80s where they go to Hawaii. Come on, think about it. You want to see Michael Keaton dressed as Beetlejuice surfing, and you can actually find that script online. The problem at the time, Burton was like, "No, I'm not doing that. I'm in the middle of doing Batman," or was it Edward Scissorhands? It was one of those two. So I
Still
think
a better decision, I think. In the end.
yeah. Gee, let me think. No.
He knew what he was doing.
Well, I think the other reason too why Beetlejuice got such a resurgence too is that I don't know if anyone's aware, but it was made into a musical, and apparently it was extremely profitable until COVID hit. Like they were selling out. I mean, not as big as Hamilton, but close enough.
No. I've heard good things of it.
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. But anyways, we're getting close to wrapping up, so I am gonna make some announcements. So watch my Instagram in the next probably sometime tomorrow, because I'll actually have time to sit down and Photoshop and work it out. I recently, my Canadian viewers and my American viewers, for that matter, I was able to get a referral partnership with. Oh God, I am so tired. I apologize, guys. I am like totally losing my thoughts here. I got a referral set up with Pop Hardcase Canada. I will be announcing that. Basically, we're going to have some really good deals there for people that want to get hard stacks. For instance, just to spoil a few things here, I'm just looking up the details because I actually have to put it all onto. Where did I put all that information? Shows you how much I had stuff set up here.
Just because you weren't prepared.
Yeah. I know it's unusual. I'm Illuminati. I'm back. Apparently, the glue traps did not work. So you can get basically how it's going to work is you can get $10 off if you buy more than $50, or you can get $15 off more than $75, and that's for hard stacks. So I'll be posting it in there for you guys to take advantage of. Anybody who's interested. The gentleman who runs it, Massimo, is a really, really good guy. He's, if anything should ever happen with the product you receive, he's more than willing to, step up and make it right. So I'll be definitely posting that stuff in. I'll be doing a video. Definitely be doing a video that'll be coming out Saturday. I'm probably also going to hop on to Instagram a few times while I'm at the Niagara Con, because this convention center is not 3 stories below the surface of the earth. So I'll actually have reception.
Oh yeah, that's right. So I didn't, I had told you for the other one to do that. So yeah, for this one too, the whole.
Oh, dude, I tried to do live stream and I watched it afterwards. It was like I looked like it was horrible.
No, what I'm saying is that the favor I asked you, I had asked you for the con that was underground apparently, but this one, if you can do it for this one too, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, sure, not a problem. I understand. You want to get your hentai collection up. I can appreciate that.
There's only one way to do it, and it's in Canada.
Yeah. Canada, the land of maple syrup, bacon, and hentai. It's right on our. It's right in our national charter.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'll have that be coming out, and I'm going to be making an announcement for a giveaway that'll be happening on the channel for the month of June. So stay tuned to that. LBD, do you have anything coming out or?
Well, I do have a box coming. Like I said, if it wasn't for the holiday or the weekend, I probably would have had it today. But a box coming from Japan Thursday, I believe, if not earlier. And then tomorrow, I do have an auction on whatnot going on. And if you don't know how to find me, same way you find me everywhere. LBDProphecy.
Or you could just throw your link in here.
It could be that.
That's always an option too. Yes.
Mind you, I still have to add a few things to the auction, but so I would say.
And Quickdraw is having a little bit of an internet issue tonight, but
Not the internet.
It's
It's the
dude.
computer.
Well, honestly, I would rather have his problem right now than Mitch's problem.
Well, he's gonna go and see Maverick.
Well, I'm talking about his problem with Light. And
With
of
what?
course,
I think you're talking about Vince.
Oh, Vince, sorry. You said Mitch. You said Mitch.
No, I did not.
She did. Watch the playback. You said Mitch. And if anybody in here heard him say Mitch, tell him you said Mitch.
Hey, by the way, for every person who doesn't agree with LBD, gets a free Funko Illuminati keychain. I have them coming in. Yeah, that's right. I'm bribing. See,
That's why I mentioned. That's why the whole reason I went into the whole thing of finally finding out what his neighbors do for a living. Jesus Christ.
Quickdraw, do you have anything coming out? I know you had a recent video come out. If you guys get a chance, check his channel out. But you got anything coming out in the coming weeks or days?
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm about to throw in my link.
Yes. He's become our silent Bob. He's now, but when he says something, it will be very deep and meaningful.
I gotta go fund me to buy me a new computer.
Alright, so that's the link to my, to my current auction right now. But if you can't stop by, give me a follow. You never know what I'm doing or what I'll put up. So
This is true. All right, so I want to take time to say thank you for everybody who took the time to come out here tonight. I appreciate some of the new and old faces that have been out here. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I want to thank my panel that came out. The ever anime loving LBD, the silent but deadly Quickdraw. Unfortunately, Mitch is currently watching Maverick, which, if anyone wants to know, his call sign is Goose. And Vince was supposed to be here today, but unfortunately, due to technical difficulties involving electricity, he was not. And I believe Andrew is currently playing with fireworks, which, as a blind person, always a good mixture for success.
Oh yeah, man. Well, no. Remember, also, when you're living in the trailer park, always a good idea.
I just lit the fireworks over the septic tank. We should be okay. Why don't hear 1812 overture and there's just large torrent of poop into the air. And LBD is apparently powering up something.
You should know that sound. It's the sound of a thermal printer. I'm gonna print some labels once we get off.
In the meantime, guys, I want to say thank you for everybody that came out. We will catch you next Monday, and have a great evening.
Later.